Baby, I feel like I just got cut in half today.
We have a show called Inferno. We've been doing all of the art at Mac's house, which we've turned into a studio over the last year.
We cleared out everything, laid down plastic, and kind of just went a little nuts at the art supply store.
This was the first one that we did, right?
Pretty much, yeah. And we're, I think, about halfway through it, we realized it was like, oh, this will work for the show.
So so we have a bar on fire.
Yeah, with the man's literally fiddling in the middle of the bar on fire.
We set out, I think, to make pieces that potentially viewers at LPR might interact with.
It's a fun show, I think, in general.
I was seeing it initially as being influenced by like Mac's apartment, and I feel like we were sort of like cooking up some sort of darker ideas here, and maybe seeing sort of like a lethargic attitude towards nostalgia and leisure in general.
We use a lot of like iconography from our youths and stuff like that, whether it's, the Masters of the Universe or, Korn or, whatever.
Yeah, nothing is sacred here.
This is the latest one, essentially, that we've done. I came home and all of a sudden it was bam.
We all came up with the idea together, though.
Yeah. No, like I said, I was here for like the conception. I know the Wheel of Fortune set came last. That was the last kind of thing that kind of fell together, where all of a sudden we were like, this is it.
I think this painting is a really good example of the three of us working together, like all next to each other. We each painted some of these dogs.
Adam did the bug dog. And then this one, that one you actually based off of another painting. And we pretty much did it in one session too. Sometimes we have to split it up into multiple sessions. And this one, we did it all in one sitting.
Typically in a group show you have separate works created by separate people, but here you really have works that, grew out of the ground together, that really, literally were made in the same space. You really have that true synergy, which I think is very exciting.
But we really do pretty much paint 24/7 here.
We try to work on the same pieces, at the same time. We kind of come up with a concept of what, usually the sillier and the funner, the better.
And we all bring something different to the painting.
Yeah, we all have kind of like distinct styles, but I think it's a matter of kind of marrying them.
I feel as though we all kind of attack the canvas simultaneously whenever possible and just kind of all converge.
And I mean, sometimes we'll get together with the intention of working on something, but we don't know what we're going to work on, and then just Hellraiser, disco, luau, go, It's really like that. I think it was just a matter of literally just putting words together, I think, is really what it was. Just kind of we kind of just kept on jamming stuff together until we found something that was...
But I think in keeping with the idea of Leisure Inferno, we had leisure activities and Hellraisers, interacting, and I think we have been touching on sort of the dark side of cartoons. So it's definitely intuitive, and we're just feeling it.
I don't think there's been a moment where we've disagreed about what should go, what should happen, more just mutual encouragement.
We all contribute to ideas for each other's individual artwork. We all worked on individual solo shows here.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of just bouncing off of each other. You can agonize over every inch of a canvas sometimes, and it'll drive you crazy. So it's kind of good to have another voice to bounce some things off of. Usually, a lot of the times, our ideas will be things that, just make us laugh a lot of times. And just oh, we have to do that now.
Obviously, it's a different opportunity for an artist. There's obviously a different kind of traffic, namely, a greater traffic that's not singularly interested in fine art per se.
The best thing about the LPR show for us is that it got us to do the show.
We kind of just went into it. Just all right, let's do something really fun, or let's just do something really cool. Let's just make the space, ours, essentially.
Surreal and cartoony and postmodern ideas just sort of floating around and, not feeling ashamed to just sort of illustrate them as if we're just playing a game together. Mac went away on a vacation.
Yeah, I have nothing to do with this one.
He went away on vacation, and me and Toby were sitting around, and we thought of the idea to do Kurt Cobain as a hacker. Toby executed Kurt Cobain really, really well. We watched Hackers, and then we extracted some of the source code for their hacks and viruses.
This is Kurt trying to hack into the deep web.
The deep web.
I don't know if you know about the deep web, but Kurt's attempting to locate information that a normal search engine couldn't find.
He had the spirit of a hacker.
Yeah, I mean, I think his ideology was to become really, really popular through a mainstream system and sort of hack the mainframe.